has been, can that's probably been kicked down the road for a long time. And this drainage is very much needed for our future. I'm sure you all know how far north and west this project is actually going to affect and fix, and how the natural drainage is out there. But by being able to, if you look at our latest project that we did out there, and we just finished 6 lots. We want to have pad-ready lots. We had to put in over 5 acres of detention to hold the water just for those 6 lots. When you use up that much acreage because of a drainage problem, this is going to fix all that and make that much more land available for us to sell out there. So it's a significant improvement for going forward and for the businesses that are currently out there on just what's called Gold Core Road or Platte Valley. If I could too, I'd like to just touch on a little bit on grants for this. I think it came up at the last meeting. One grant that Hull County became eligible for was a federal grant from the Economic Development Association. Hull County qualified for that. It was kind of interesting. The Ponca tribe, in order to be considered a disaster area, either the governor or if you have an Indian reservation, the tribe chief has to apply through FEMA to be declared a disaster area. And that's what happened up in northeast Nebraska. The Ponca tribe applied and received federal disaster declaration. Hull County, to the best that I can tell, must have some Ponca tribe members living here, someplace in Hull County. So now we become a distribution area for the Ponca tribe. Disasters are usually a natural disaster. Would this, the issues we had be considered a disaster or just an act of nature? We don't know. So that's how one of the biggest funds that was out there and available, and we actually had the Economic Development Department from Colorado in Grand Island, along with the South Central Economic Development, did a presentation for us. Those funds generally are an 80% match, and he showed us a lot of what's been approved. $150 million projects, $170 million projects, $50 million projects. They're when hurricanes come in, they're major events. They kind of looked at this, it's like, well, I don't know that this fund is even going to be considered a disaster, and is it really big enough to go through all of the paperwork and requirements that they would require. Why they were here, they met with Donovan, and they met with Wood River also. We all know what happened in those cities. So we definitely looked at grants. Size of the project became one of the biggest hindrances. But that's the kind of the background on how Hull County became eligible even for this disaster. It was because of northeast Nebraska and the Ponca tribe chief looking to be considered a disaster area.